everybody. This is Don, and I am with Steve and Glenn today.
Hiya, folks.
Sorry about a 30-minute delay. I had a video call I had to make, so I was delayed by 30 minutes. But we're here. We're live. Matt, how you doing? Hope everything's going well down in sunny, balmy Florida. Glenn, Steve, how you guys doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. You said sunny, balmy Florida. Isn't it more like face of the sun, Florida?
Oh, I tell you what, it can be depending where you're at in Florida. Matt, what's the weather like down there? So,
You'll tell us.
Bad News Bards, how you all doing?
Hey, bad
We're
news.
doing well.
Thanks for having me on the show. Yeah, it's Sunday.
Oh, that's right. You were on the Bad News Bards.
Yeah, they're having a whole bunch of people they had talked to over the last year, and
Good deal.
I get to plug the book and all that stuff, and
Awesome,
talk to them.
awesome,
And,
awesome.
by the way, buy my book, so we're good.
Yeah.
And also, my GoFundMe is kind of stalled out, I think.
Your GoFundMe is doing well.
Well, I'm just Of course, I'm going to worry. I'm Glenn. I'm going to worry. So,
Yes. Well, how long is your GoFundMe has been up? How long and how much have you raised now?
2 weeks, I think, maybe.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I've gotten like over 50%.
yeah.
At least of.
Yeah. And
Yeah, nothing to worry about there.
yeah, you've got months before WizardCon, so you are fine.
Okay.
So
Okay. That's going to get us there. By the way, WizardCon October when?
oh gosh, you're gonna hit me with that. I'm pretty sure it is October, the weekend of October 9th.
Okay.
Hold on one second. October 9th, 10th, and 11th. Yes.
Okay. I'm sure.
We're actually getting it. We're going to get a
9th,
tabletop
10th.
events thing up. That way, people who have not bought a ticket can buy a ticket. And plus, the big reason I'm going tabletop events is not so much that, it's more so people can get their games scheduled, and it's better. So until we can fix the other site, I'm not even worried about that right now. We've got so much going
You
on.
got time. You got time.
Yep. I'm worried about getting WizardCon situated. And one of the best ways is right now is to allow people to be able to get their games up and sign up for games and all that. So
That usually encourages people to
yeah,
continue.
so that's what we're going to go ahead and do.
I might even put one or two up. So
Yeah, you need to. Yeah, exactly. Have fun. So other than that, so what is going on in Steve and Glenn land?
Steve.
Well, I already told Don this before Glenn dropped in, but the people coming over for the FIFA soccer tournament have been discovering ranch dressing, and they love it so much they've been trying to sneak it back in their carry-on baggage, and TSA is like, no, you can't do that, and they confiscate all that ranch. So then as a consolation, they're now selling that same ranch product at the airports in the little convenience stores so people can still take it home with them.
But yeah, right now TSA has a real problem with anything liquid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anything. And I could have told them they weren't going to be able to take that on the
Do you
plane.
notice
Yeah,
though
but people-
that's how TSA is though?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's so knee-jerk reaction, and I get it's all safety and everything, but within reason. I mean, come on. I mean, if someone's wanting to bring back,
and it's like my shaving kit when I go, I cannot take the blade with me,
exactly.
and I buy this stick of shaving cream because if I take shaving cream, they won't let me. So everything has to be solid.
And see, and this is my question, and it's not a conspiracy thing because Steve knows I'm actually a very anti-conspiracy theorist thing. But this is my question for the 9/11 hijacking. Okay, so none of the hijackers were taken alive. First, all the hijackers died. All the people died because tragically the planes. How did they know that the hijackers were using razor blades to take over the planes?
Yeah, I know. I expect them to have like one of these.
That's what they're saying it was. They were basically box openers and box cutters.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. And it wasn't one of those things where they were saying, "Well, we knew about this months ago, but we didn't pay attention."
Yeah. Dan, how you doing? Dan, the Final Arbiter, is in here.
Good old
Real quick, the new Wizard Tower game /publishing site's up, wizardtowerpublishing.com.
Yeah, you got to put that on down here. Oh, you got the
Yeah.
friend spot thing.
Oh, you know what I can do? I can go ahead and I can do that real quick. So, other than that, this is the new website. I would love to get people's thoughts and opinions on the site.
It looks nice. It
Thank
does.
you. A lot of work went into it. A lot.
Yeah, and he kept hitting walls too.
Oh, Dan,
right
that's
here.
right. Dan's correct. Don's cell phone calls were made on the flight. That's right. Those passengers who yep, you are right, Dan. See, I'm not a conspiracy guy. I'm very anti-conspiracy theorist. Like, you know what? Kennedy was killed, I believe, by Lee Harvey Oswald. I know a lot of people think it was other people. I believe it was Lee Harvey. Is what it is. We'll never know. Those files are
I thought
forever.
it was I watched Watchmen. I thought it was the comedian.
Blame somebody, you know. But it's just like the whole Charlie Kirk killing thing, you know. Yes, I understand the theory of why do they cover up the scene so quick with concrete. That's a question I think needs to be answered. But I think a lot of it was done quickly and badly because they just didn't want, like, how do I want to put this?
Bad
think-
publicity.
Well, bad publicity, and they didn't want, I think, like shrines and everything made right there by people, so they just covered it up. Dan says Oswald's the fall guy. You know what we ought to do one night would be interesting is have the conspiracy theory episode where we talk conspiracy theories like this. Like Dan says Oswald is the fall guy. Dan, I'm not saying you're wrong, but you know what'd be really cool is to discuss it and say, let's talk about different. You know what? I really want to do. That's a really good one.
Look at the next one he put on there.
Hold on one second. I'm writing this
Sure.
down. Conspiracy theory episode. Hold on.
If we do that, we have to start out with the X-Files theme song.
Yes.
That reminds me of the joke that was going around. It says, "What was LBJ doing during his assassination?"
Exactly.
Dying.
You know,
Oh, speaking of dying,
real quick,
there's
hold on. Dan the Fine Arbor says Kennedy is 100% assassinated by LGB's cronies. Dan, you're going to want to do the next show because we're going to do we have a guest on Thursday coming up. Glenn,
Jeff.
who is our guest?
Jeff, one of the bards,
Yes.
That's the
can't think of
fog.
his name.
The fog.
Bad news
The
bar.
news bards. Thank you.
That's right.
Jeff is going
So
to come
these
out.
gentlemen are coming on our
So
show.
Jeff, do not forget.
Yep. But LGB cronies, and then also says that'd be fun. Yes, we're doing the show, by the way.
Thursday.
That is, Steve was talking to me the other day. We want to do different things on the show.
Mhm.
And the nice thing about something like that is I know somewhat political, but it's not political. And I think it'd be fun to kind of talk about it and get different people's perspectives. But I'm going to warn people right now. I'm going to tell you all right now in chat, and I'm going to put this as a warning. Listen, you may not agree to another person, and I welcome you to disagree with people, but we're not going to welcome weenies. So if people start being jerks, I'm not going to shut the video down. I'm going to shut that person down and remove them. So
Okay.
if we talk about it, let's talk nicely.
Yeah,
if you disagree.
I mean, we're kind of walking a fine line here.
Oh, you know what? But you know what? That's fun, though. A little bit something different, because how often can we do videos talking about Watsy being jerks?
Oh, well, yeah, you're true. But, if anything gets close to politics and, advocacy, I just no, I'm not going there.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna have fun.
No activists, no politicians.
Yeah, as long as the black vans don't start showing up, we're all good to go.
You know what? If anyone in a black van pulls in my driveway and I disappear, if you see me dragged off by men in masks,
I'll just wave.
Keep going.
and have a conspiracy about it. You know what I mean? Final Arbor says, "Bad New Bars, are you going to wander outside and smoke while a guest on the Vlog of Many Things?" I take it heavy smoke.
Is that what he was doing?
Is it a cigarette? You sure? Because I'm used to the other. You know what I mean? Don't worry about that. I hung out with Tim Kask a lot, okay?
Yeah.
Steve, you need to turn your gain down a little bit, brother. You're way louder than Don and Glenn.
What game?
I can turn Steve down a little bit. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Steve, can you hear us now?
What?
So I have the ability to pull people's tone down a little bit in this. So, but yeah, so Steve, we've in a very, very simple way, we just had an idea for another show that I think would be fun. So, Glenn, I know you don't like politics. I know you don't like things
This is
like
how I
that.
keep my friends.
You know what? The thing is this. I just think, and it doesn't bother, politics don't bother me because this is how I look at it. And me and Steve, I'll pick on Steve. Me and Steve, if the political spectrum is here, Steve is over here, I'm over here. We are radically different on our politics. But me and Steve have been best friends for almost 20 years.
Well, I may say I'm like one position, but if I start talking, it may tell people I'm some other position, if you know what I mean.
So
But that's the whole point. You know, you're entitled to have your own politics and your own views. And if we as adults can't come on here and
act like adults.
I'll say it like this, okay? All right. I'll just say it in general. Let's say someone is pro-Trump and another guy's pro-Biden. Let's just call it that, okay? If that let's say I'm pro-Biden. Let's say I love Joe Biden. I think Joe Biden walks on water. And let's say Steve thinks Donald Trump walks on water. If Steve says, I think that Biden was an old, incompetent guy, I should have the ability to go, you know, Steve, I disagree with you because let's face it, he did A, B, and C. And let's say I say Donald Trump is a horrible guy because of A, B, and C. Steve can come back and say, yeah, but I disagree with you because look at the things that Donald Trump did. So as an adult, that's part of the problem on Facebook because people are used to their pages are little islands of opinion. And a lot of
sandboxes.
A lot of groups do this.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of groups say, this is how we are. And if you disagree with me, I'm booting you. Well, why can't I disagree with you?
Yeah.
You're a page you're a page that says you discuss politics. And they go, yes, but you have to agree with mine.
Yeah.
So more power to them. See, Glenn's alarm is going off. The men in the driveway and the black van's pulled in.
I don't.
The issue about people being adults, I just want to go on the record and say I identify as a 13-year-old boy maturity-wise.
Okay.
Okay, we agree.
Well, I
So do I.
I keep to myself also because then that way I don't have to defend points.
But the thing is, sometimes you can discuss things.
I don't have to back up my stuff.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, Tom, we just went ahead and we made a decision. We're going to do a special show. We're all going to do this. We're going to talk conspiracy theories.
That's his decision, by the way.
Yes. What is wrong
He
with?
said we. I guess you had a mouse in your pocket. You said we.
What is wrong with discussing and having fun with conspiracy theories? We just had a little one with it, and
there's anything wrong with it. There's plenty out there we can talk about.
I think taking real world conspiracy theories and then and looking at all the little features of them, you can then port them into your favorite RPG setting. And so I have looked at some real world conspiracies just for ideas and go, all right, well, I'll just change that to this in Star Frontiers, and then that to this, and then that to this. And I'm like, I didn't have to really write anything. I just kind of modified what's already out there that's kind of kooky. And so now I got I got a conspiracy theory maybe to run as a backdrop for an adventure sometime.
Yeah, I guess we could do it that way.
Well, Dan Arbiter says, Tom, I never matured past the age of loving big boobies and chainmail bikinis. And then Matt Sherman brought up an interesting show that maybe we ought to do a show about the pros and cons of chainmail bikinis.
Well, they're a little uncomfortable.
I'm going to tap out for that one because that kind of thing bothers the good wife, and I am not interested in offending her.
You know what?
Well, that's up to you.
See, I gotta admit, that's what I really like about my wife is my wife just understands that, you know what, it's a show. You know what, we're just talking in general about stuff, and
Happy wife, happy life.
hey, that's right. I agree.
So my 13-year-old sense of humor goes to fart jokes and that sort of thing, and we just stay away from chainmail bikinis.
Okay, we'll stay
Good
away from
idea.
chainmail bikinis on the show. Fine, I agree.
Hey, I'm just saying for me, it's not for me.
Yeah, but I think doing a show on. Oh wow, dang! My only question about chainmail bikinis is this: if you're a woman or any woman's wearing one on the beach and it's a hot day, can you
Oh.
imagine how hot that metal will get?
Yeah.
Um,
Burns.
you know, doesn't it have a save versus dragon breath?
It must be. But yeah, I think we're gonna do a show on just conspiracy theories in general. And like I was telling people is listen, if you disagree with somebody, disagree with them, but do it in an adult, nice way. Because if people start acting like jerks, I'm gonna boot the jerk, not the show.
Yeah.
So, like me and Steve disagree on a lot of things, but me and Steve can discuss it like adults.
Yeah.
You
Things
Well,
like
I also think this is not a forum where you could really discuss politics, because it really is going to boil down to who is the loudest mouth.
usually does.
Because and I like, like if we were off camera, I would, and we wanted to discuss something political, I would be interested in that, because I think that's an interesting topic. But in this day and age, there's so much division. I'm like, I think I need to key it.
But on the same token, one of the things about the vlog of many things that we're going to do is we're going to get into other topics besides games, because we are literally running into now brick walls on gaming. Our shows are running and kind of turning into the same thing. We kind of have, it's almost like segments. We have the Let's Bash Washi segment. Watsy's a bad segment. And then there's not much happening really in gaming.
Don't forget food.
But food is interesting. And you notice the chat
know.
really rives up when we start talking about food and such, because people love food,
Yeah.
So
Newsflash, Games Workshop has given themselves a self-inflicted PR wound.
and how's that?
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing a video on it. It's and it has the internet, so this thing that they did, because they have this attitude that we produce the best miniatures. They have this brag that they put out there concerning their miniatures, and so they decided to do some resin printed, UV resin printed terrain, and they put out promo photos that made everybody go, wow, that's really cool. And then they debuted the production.
Oh yes.
And it was crap.
Yeah.
And so it's raised up the discussion of cost versus value, which has always been an issue and brought up and discussed by fans of Games Workshop.
Well,
but now the interesting thing is that Reddit ranters are going on about that this is a strike at the soul of the hobby.
no, it's not.
No,
You know
it's
what
not.
it is? This is the thing about the pricing. Wizards, or excuse me, the reason why these guys got away with the pricing on their minis and terrains for so long is because Tom's going to be in and out, by the way, folks. He's not leaving because he's mad. He's kind of got a little one running around, and he's dealing with I think his brother's child. So 4 years.
Yeah, but you heard from him here, folks.
Yeah. So basically, they keep it in mind like this: is what's happening is a natural evolution in gaming, because what's going on here is simple. Because they were the sole guys. If you wanted decent terrain and decent minis, you pretty much had to go to them. Pretty much all these game companies. Now because of 3D printing, I don't need them. I can go and print my own terrain, and that's what they're experiencing. Is the backlash? I think is misplaced. Let them charge whatever they want to charge.
Well,
You
they
don't have to
also-
buy from them.
They also have a problem because they do the FOMO marketing. This is a limited edition. You better buy it now or you won't be
An
able.
hour later, yeah.
But the
Oh,
problem
I know
with that is that their core line products are out of stock. And so everybody's like, how come you're doing more of this and you're not even putting that stuff I want to get in stock? And so I think that's a secret plot to use the core line products and do more FOMO marketing with those, so that, oh, geez, I better buy them now. They just came out, or I won't be able to get them. And
But the thing is that's the problem though. What they're experiencing is, what they're doing is like with Warhammer. Warhammer, they've always kind of, you got to use their minis because their minis are actually going with the game,
Yeah.
and such. And so it's like with me, my thought is if I don't want to use their minis because they're so hype overpriced, and they are overpriced,
Yes.
then I can still use my minis and I'll just call them what their rules are called. They can't
Yes, yeah.
control what minis I use in my game.
That's right.
But then you got the people who are purists.
Well, they have tournaments, and you can't use
Yeah.
non-Warhammer minis in the
You know
tournament.
what? But whose fault is that? That's the player's fault. And the reason why is because if you're going to put up with it, then don't complain about it.
Yeah.
You know how you do it? I'm not going to go to that tournament because I'm not using their overpriced, overhyped.
My
cheap-ass
biggest
plastic
problem
minis.
with Games Workshop is they turn miniatures into toilet paper. You buy them, use them once, and then you have to buy new.
Well, that's what they do. They play these weird marketing games with rules also.
They
So
nerf
my
the rules,
attitude
they
is-
nerf the minis, they discontinue lines, and so new codexes every couple of years. I'm
Yeah.
like, I got sick of it, and I said, that's it, I'm out. I do buy minis on eBay, buy bits, so I could do head swaps. Love Games Workshop for that, but
But that's the thing. I mean, it's like too many people. It's sort of like the 5e versus OSR argument, and I say this all the time to people: is what does it matter if 5e is the best thing in the world, the best version, or the absolute toilet of the world? It doesn't matter because as a D&D player, I have my books. I can play OSR D&D. I can use my brain and figure out my own adventures. I don't have to be fed regular modules all the time. And even if I needed to be fed that way, there is so much out there. I couldn't use it all if I wanted to right now.
Yep.
There's so much already done out there. So use what you want to use.
Yeah. And that's why I love game systems like Fantasy Warrior that was put out by Grenadier back in the day. And they're like, use whatever minis you want with this. So you can find that war game rule set online and build a wonderful mass battle army of 25, 28 millimeter miniatures. And it's not required. You bend over and take it in the rear end for purchasing high-end minis. It's just not required.
Okay. Have they, like WotC, have they start to lean into AI also?
The thing is, AI is such a contentious topic. Even if they were, I don't think they would say it. I think a lot of stuff is done via AI now. I mean, hell, even Microsoft Word has an AI function.
Yeah.
There's one thing that I can give Games Workshop credit for, that I can say, all right, I appreciate this about the company. I love to hate them, but I appreciate the fact that they have not, as far as I know, gone to cheap Chinese labor for pre-painted minis. And because that's tantamount to,
well, made in China is slave labor anyways. I mean, these larger factories actually are literal cities. The factory, they put their employees up in the buildings right there, and they work these guys to death. So, and I don't mean this the way, maybe it's going to sound really horrible, but whether it's a 12-year-old working 18 hours a day, or whether it's a 50-year-old working 18 hours a day, they still labor those men and women to death practically. Yeah. And, I think the days of child labor, quote unquote, are getting more and more over with. I mean, not totally. We know it's out there, sadly. But so what they do is they say, fine, instead of paying a kid, $3 a day and working on 18 hours, we'll put an adult for $3 a day, 18 hours. I mean, China is horrible on their
China's terrible
worker rights issues.
So I go out of my way to not buy Chinese products.
Does that include printing?
Well,
well, see, this is the problem. When people say I'm not going to use Chinese products, well, the computer we're on right now is made in China. The monitors, the keyboards. I see the logic. I get and made in America. We need to go made in America. the problem is our own, and this is a political thing, and this doesn't matter because all of them do it. Our politicians en masse in the last 50, 60 years have gravitated to pushing American made out the door in favor of, look at Walmart. I don't use Walmart just because it's hell to walk in, but also it's all just Chinese knockoff shit.
Yeah. All right. Hey guys, I just wanted to check in. I've got to actually tap out for a family issue.
Have fun.
Yeah. I'm down for whatever. Don talked to me behind the scenes, and yeah. And besides, I also got to talk to you about doing a live stream and coming on as a LaNASA expert. So I'll be talking to you about that.
Okay. All right.
All right. Take it easy.
All right.
Safe trip. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Let me write this down. Tom LaNASA expert. This is going to be interesting.
Is he?
Oh,
I don't know.
going back to what Tom was mentioning earlier about the food, it reminded me of something I told you earlier, Don, that, that I actually have hit a new weight milestone. I'm down to 235.
Yes. But this is the milestone. What did you originally weigh?
At my peak, I was 365.
Yeah, so that's a lot of weight.
Took me a long time to do it, but I'm getting there.
Congrats. That's great. That's absolutely
You
great.
look better than me than I'm with this skinny thing. I just weighed 212 this morning.
Ooh,
Nice. Nice. And how tall are you though? So that's really,
6'6".
really, what is it?
6.5 feet tall.
6 foot 6 inches. That is really, 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 really good.
At my biggest, I was 405. My normal at the time was 325, and that was like maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah, that was me. I at my peak, and this is one of the reasons why I sold my publishing company, because I was just under so much stress. I was eating large pizzas by myself. And that is, I was 352, I think, at my peak. So I've lost 150 pounds
Well, I had
basically.
the
Almost.
stomach staple and taking stuff out and all that, and just skinnies you up. It really does. And right now, I need to put weight on.
Mhm.
I mean, I can make my blood sugar go through the roof, but I can't put any weight on. I don't get it.
yeah. My eventual goal is 180 pounds if I could ever get to it.
180.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Yeah,
Dan,
I can do it. It's just going to take a while.
How
good
tall are
job, Dan.
Well, I'm 5'10", but I can pull that off.
you? Okay. Well, Becky's 5'10". Okay. Yeah, I can see that. But man, that's a long road.
Well, I mean, when I was when I hit my 365 was back in 2002, 2003. So if that tells you how long it's taken me.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know what? They say that if you lose your weight slow and gradual, the chances of keeping it off are higher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Goes up. Yeah, it goes up the more the slower you take it off up
but
to a certain
don't-
point.
But speaking of that the stomach stapling and all that they do, now don't they say though that most people have that done? Don't they gain their weight back or a percentage of it, like almost all of it?
Yeah, they do. They do. By the way, it doesn't help. I also take Ozempic, but that's for diabetes. But
It doesn't.
when I had
Ozempic
mine
also help
done-
you lose weight.
what?
Ozempic also helps you lose weight because
Yes,
they use that as a weight loss method.
That's fighting against that too. But when I had mine done, he made my stomach about the size of a small cup of medicine. You get the cups with the medicine,
Mhm.
and the problem was, see, my doctor did it, and in 4 months, I lost like 50 pounds.
Mhm.
Ooh.
And great. But then I started getting back and the doctor stopped doing it too, because he found the fault in it. The fault in it is, that's all you got there. Otherwise you're going to get sick. Unfortunately, all the liquid stuff goes right through.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
Mhm.
Ice cream, drinks, yogurt, you name it. If it's liquid, it will go right through.
Gotcha.
Put on your guts. So it happened. It was temporary. Becky went back and had hers redone to like do the more extreme one, where they take one of your your thing and they reroute the stomach.
Yeah, isn't that like, I think one's called bypass?
Yeah, she did a bypass,
and then one's asleep.
Yeah, she talked me into doing the pouch thing, and I
Yeah.
saw her go through what she went through bypass afterwards. I said, I'm out. I'm not doing it. Thank you very much.
Now, what is the bypass? Is the more extreme one,
Yeah, it's where they take one of your
and bypass your stomach in its entirety.
exactly
Now, what's some of the side effects that are bad about that?
throwing up. Um,
Ooh.
we have learned to like modify. Say we go out to eat. I can pretty much guess how much I can eat now.
Mhm.
Yeah, and sometimes I get it wrong too. I mean, we go to like Cracker Barrel and or a steakhouse. You put a steak. You want to split this? I think I can eat like 1.5 bites, 2 bites. I'll take the baked potato. Thank you. And there are times you sit there. I eat. I have a mouthful, maybe another, and I'll just sit there like this for about 5 minutes until I said, and she does it too. We're just waiting for the food to go through. Okay, we'll have some more. It takes us forever. I mean, even at home here, I got a burger waiting. I'm going to be lucky to get half of it.
If you need to go eat your food, your lunch, Glenn, go eat.
No. I'm just giving you an example. This is what's going to happen. This is how my stomach works now.
Well, don't go to Texas because they've got a restaurant down there somewhere where guy ordered one.
I've made many a time I've eaten there.
Yeah, well, he ordered one pancake, and when the waitress came out, it was a stack of flapjacks like that. And she says, "No, that's just one pancake." And I'm like, "What?"
It's like they do real good breakfast, but I'm not going to go in there and where they have the contest where you order a 72-ounce steak and have to finish that and the sides in an hour, and it's free.
Well, before I lost my weight, when I decided it was enough is enough, I'm not joking. I literally could sit down and eat like a Jets large 8-corner pizza.
Oh,
yeah. I would eat one of those by myself for lunch.
And
4 or 5
I used to
hours
be able to
later
do that
for
too.
dinner, yeah, like we'd do like grilled food out. I'm not talking about a normal burger. I'd make like a thick patty, big ass burger, like a big monster one, and I'd have 3 of them.
Wow.
And that's with fry. Oh yeah, I was out of control, and I was like, my brother Ray died at 45 of heart congestion, heart failure, congestion heart failure, and my doc told me, you need to do something. You're going to end up in a box like him. And I was like, enough is enough. I've got to do something.
And look where you are now.
Yeah, I mean, I lost 150 pounds.
Wow.
Here's a funny one. When I was a kid, I used to have a really, really good metabolism. I mean, it just burned the fat off me like crazy. My problem was the way I ate, because we went down. I remember this one. We went down one time to watch, I think it was Star Wars. It was on TV or something. And my snack was a paper grocery bag of popcorn, 2 small wheels of cheese, and 2-liter bottles of Diet Coke. And I finished it before the end of the movie.
That's what gets me. It's like, if you're gonna eat like that, go all the way. Diet Coke.
That was what was in the house because that's what Mom drank.
Well, I'm not saying it's just you. It's like they all do that. Oh, it's okay. I'm drinking Diet Coke. No, it's not okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah. They're on my backup device, but I've got pictures of me. It's like I look like I'll give you an example. My wife was working at Bellevue schools at the time, and I hadn't been there in forever. And they all knew me as the really big old Don. And I walked into the office when I lost all the weight, and her name was Kathleen Mundo. She's now no longer with the school, but really sweet lady. She's a music teacher. She saw me, and she's like, "Can I help you, sir?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm here to go back to Tina's classroom." And she was like, "Excuse me, sir, who are you?" And I was like, "It's Don." And she was like, "Don? So it's like
that Don."
Yeah. But I was a big boy.
I only stayed at 405 very shortly.
Wow.
And because right after that, I had the surgery. Because I've got one picture of me sitting on a hotel bed, sitting there, and it's like I cannot believe I was that big.
That's me now. I look at my pictures and I'm like, dude, I'm convinced I would never have made it to 58. My heart would have went.
That hotel room was my mom's hotel room. My brother came out to see us, and I was sitting on the bed with my shoes next to me. And my mother looks at me and says, "You know, I raised you better than to put your shoes on your bed." And I said, "You don't get it, Mom. I can't bend over and get them."
Well, yeah, because you're so big
Yeah,
and you're out of control is what you are.
exactly.
You know, you're way out of control.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
But-
it's gotten to the point where I watch YouTube. I can't see how these people eat all, tons.
I don't
and
see it
tons.
either. Yeah.
Well, they actually have influencers that's their whole YouTube
Yeah,
channels going
I
in there and
forget what
stuffing
it's
their
called.
face.
I forget it was
Yeah.
called some Japanese word, but yeah, that's their whole thing.
Mhm.
Is I'm going to eat a whole
Stupid.
bunch of McDonald's. You know,
Yeah, McDonald's. I haven't even touched McDonald's since 2011.
hey, 2 years ago I had a McDonald's burger for the first
Ooh.
time in like 10 years.
Oh no,
And it's
not
like
me.
they still taste the same. Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No.
disgusting.
I go there for a Coke because they have really good Coke, apple pie.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
yeah, not me. I can't do. Like I said, I just can't do it. I mean,
Yeah, I hear it. And
You know.
your confidence goes right down the toilet.
Well, the thing is and this is just my personal perspective for Don,
Mhm.
but I look at back then, my weight had such a mental hit on me also, mentally. You're a different person when you're that big because I think you're trying to make up with people in a different way, the way you interact with people.
Yeah.
I had no self-confidence. I tried to have self-confidence, but I just can't.
Yeah, I understand. Well, my family was trying to put me on a diet since I was like 12
Oh, really?
because my parent, I'm adopted, and I grew to 6'6" and big because they were so worried about my health and stuff. But it's more like, okay, my dad is 5'4", my mom's 5 foot,
Yep.
and you're worried about this big guy walking around your house and messing everything up. I think they were scared, to tell you the truth. We
Why's
got to
that?
control them somehow. That
So
kind of
you think it was just your height was intimidating to him?
my height and my weight, just
Gotcha.
the way I am. Because I go back. My brother still lives in the house, and I go back and I look and I go, yeah, how did I ever fit in here? I can skinny now. I can get by, but that kind of thing.
Well, I grew up in a farm family where we literally were farmers on both sides of the aisle, so how my 5 a.m.s went every day.
Oh yeah, Becky's father was a dairy farmer. He used
Oh
to
yeah,
haul her out.
so was my grandpa.
He used to haul her out there in the morning to help milk the cows before school.
Mm-hmm.
And Bad Mood Bar says something. Says, "Wow, this is crazy. Wow." To me, I haven't had a McDonald's burger since '78, or a steak, or chicken, or turkey, or pork, excluding bacon. Never was big on fish either. So you're a vegetarian.
I like
Pretty much, yeah.
I like it.
Well, the thing is, I'm not, because of some recent health issues, I basically had to become an involuntary vegetarian, which that's thankfully slowly coming off. But
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
yeah, no, I'm very much a carnivore. I mean, I'm like one of those kind of guys. It's like I don't buy steaks; I buy English roast and grill that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's hard. It is a little hard for me to eat, but I do like my beef.
Mhm.
And chicken, forget it. Chicken makes me sick.
Oh, I like
now,
chicken.
does chicken make you sick? Is that the proverbial "it makes me ill," or is that just a figure of speech? Like,
Ill.
"Ew, I don't like it."
Ill.
Really? What do you
Ill,
think it
huh?
is about the chicken that makes you ill?
Well, I don't know, but it's like I've thrown up enough chicken.
It might be what they put in the chicken because I have there's certain meats out of Myers I can't have, and the only thing we figured out was it's some chemical or pesticide or something in there,
yeah?
and my body just nopes out on that hard.
I thought it was just too rough on my stomach. I mean, I love turkey,
Well, if you can eat turkey, you should be able to eat chicken.
but chicken, it's like every once in a while, I say, let's go to go KFC, go get some KFC, and it's like I'll have one drumstick and that's it.
Mhm.
That's all I can take. There's other things like maybe a fried chicken salad I could possibly eat, cut it up and all that. I know I used to love Panda Express's orange chicken. I used to eat that all the time. Now I can't even. No way.
See, that's just like I don't have an issue with food from specific places like that, but I imagine it could be chemical wise.
Could be. I mean,
Yeah,
I go
'cause
to-
You know?
I
that's
go to
what-
restaurants, they eat steaks. I eat hamburger steak.
Yeah, it's my doc thinks that my allergy to certain meats and stuff, mostly in the lunch meat category. He figures
Oh, yeah?
that's probably there's some chemical or something in there, either from the processing or something that got in the cow or whatever it was. But whatever it is, because I know it's not lunch meat specifically, because one brand I eat, I get the reaction. I eat the next brand, I don't. So that
Yeah,
tells me it's
Gotcha.
something specifically in that brand.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
It's
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
have Becky, who's also gone through the stomach stuff. So we both, if she cooks something, only half of it, she doesn't get offended anymore. So, I got this much down. Okay, fine. That kind of thing. And don't even get me started on vegetarians.
Glenn says, Glenn, I have a friend that has a pretty severe allergy to a poultry protein that is more prominent in chicken than turkey or duck.
Really?
Oh, that's interesting.
That might be
Thanks.
something what's going on.
Huh. I didn't know that. See, we got on food again.
Technically, he says
What
I'm
about
not a
food?
vegetarian because I do eat processed stuff like Vienna all beef hot dogs, chipped beef gravy, pepperoni, salami. But the list of meats I do eat is small.
And this is one of the other reasons why we went kosher.
Yeah, Hebrew Nation seems to be a good one too for the kosher realm.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we just feel better. I feel better not eating pork. I just do.
I highlight all the comments that I can give. So
Yeah, right.
processed foods are just hard, processed foods are just bad, but hard and expensive to avoid.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's just
He's
it's the
absolutely
way
right.
it is now. You
Yeah.
know,
What are you going to do about it?
nothing you can do about it.
What I do like, for a while, I have a sinus problem going on all my
Mhm.
life with mucus always coming. And so I stopped. I tried to limit my ice cream intake and milk intake and stuff. But out here, we got farms that we can get the unprocessed milk
Ooh.
and eggs and stuff, and they sell them. And
Ooh.
last time we got a half gallon of goat milk. I couldn't tell the difference between that and regular milk, and it was fine. It was
Yeah.
wonderful. My God, I can drink this. This is great.
Yeah, goat milk's good for you, actually.
Yeah, and
Yeah, goat milk can be good for you.
She gets on. These farmers get online saying, "Okay, I just restocked this," and people will go there. This one farm has a shack at the edge of their property. You drive in, and you just go in and pick out what you want and pay on online, like PayPal or whatever, and boom, we've got like 2 dozen fresh eggs right from the chicken,
Nice.
unprocessed milk, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I guess I'm living in the right place for me.
I'm gonna, real quickly.
Real quickly.
All right. I'm gonna share something.
Okay.
This is me at my heaviest.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
Yep, here it comes. But
Hey, that's
This
me.
is-
How'd you get that? No.
voila.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
don't you have that picture still of was it 4th of July or something? And you were out in front of the original building, and I was
Yeah.
wearing my
Your
I
cake.
was wearing
Yeah.
my
I
Itachi
have that.
costume.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
'cause
yeah,
I was chunky back then.
Yep. But
Hey,
that
Tom,
was-
we're
yeah.
telling food horror stories.
Yeah.
Food horror stories.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like eating way too much of good stuff.
Yep.
Which, if you're ever up here in Lansing, you got to go to Cottage Inn Pizza because they have the
Ugh.
best. Oh, I could make myself sick on their pizza, seriously, and sick in a good way. Like I ate too bloody much of it.
Other things and stuff. Thank you. I
I
hope you
have a-
enjoy it. hope
I
you
have a
enjoy
good
the-
food horror story for you that I
What's
just learned about my mother.
Uh-oh.
My brother's friend Charlie had gone out collecting bullfrogs, and it was cooking up the frog legs. And so my mother came in and she's like, "Oh, she grabbed one. She's like, "Oh, these taste really good. Where'd you get the small chicken?" And Charlie's like, "No, Connie, those are bullfrog. Those are frog legs." And she's ha 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 ha, and she kept eating them. And she's like, "Really? No, you got to tell me where you got those small chicken legs." And he's like, "Listen, because you call my mother Connie. He's Connie. I have enough respect for you. I would never BS you. Those are frog legs." And she gave him the stink eye for about a minute, and then went back to eating them. And
No, if it's good, it's good. You like it.
Charlie was just visiting here, and he was telling me this story. I'm like, that is the best story about my mother.
I love it.
If you like it, you like it. But
That was weird. I was we were at a Chinese buffet a couple of weeks ago, and they had coated and fried frog's legs on the buffet.
Oh no!
Ooh.
And
here-
I wouldn't eat them, but I kept trying to get, hey, try these try these wings. She loves wings, buffalo wings, and it's like, try these wings. No, those are frog legs. It says right there. Oh,
I haven't eaten frog legs since 1979.
what? Tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken.
Okay.
They really do.
Here's an interesting one. My mother, when I was growing up, my family loved like organ meats and liver and all of that, and I couldn't stand the stuff. So what my mom did with us one time, just to prove to us that the stuff was edible, was she cooked it up and presented it to us as regular just beef steaks. And we're over there going, "Yeah, this is okay. It's not too bad." She said, "Yeah, that's liver." It's like, Mom.
Bad News Bard says, "Welcome to the vlog of many foods." Well, actually, the title of the vlog is the vlog of many things.
Mhm.
So
And sometimes it turns into the vlog of many meds.
Yes, it is. It's like, so what's on your med schedule today?
Yeah.
you're very welcome.
Yeah.
It was nice having you on.
Oh, and liver. Becky loves liver and onions.
Oh, I can't stand
I
it.
like liver and onions,
I hate onions,
but you got to
and
cook the liver,
she
like
keeps
fry
telling
it
me-
really well.
it's better for your liver if you eat it. I said, yes, it is, but I'm not going to eat it.
Mhm.
I like fried liver. It has to be fried. I can't do it any other way. It has to be fried really, really, really well
Uh-huh.
with lots of onions, and I have it with A1 steak sauce. That's the way I can eat it,
That's
but
the
I
deal
can't
right
do
there.
it just. Other than that, I don't like other organs. I don't like chitlins. I don't like.
My
any of that
grandma
stuff.
used to eat gooseneck all the time like it was candy. I mean, my grandma and Aunt Grace used to fight over the gooseneck when we would have goose for dinner.
But she was a Southern gal, wasn't she?
No, we were German.
Oh, you didn't eat head cheese? Okay.
Oh no, they had that too. I wouldn't touch it, but they had it.
Yeah, because guess what? Head cheese ain't no cheese that I've ever had.
Yeah. No, when I knew what that stuff was, I was like, no, I'm done.
Yeah.
And I learned how to doctor certain things to make them taste even better.
Oh, Indian and Thai food. I'm not a fan of Thai food, but man, Indian food, I make it here all the time, homemade.
Yeah.
I love Indian food.
If done right, Indian food's pretty good.
Well, this is a little ordinary, but I went through a phase where I wanted to eat like beans on toast.
You know, that's a classic British thing, really
the fried-
huge.
And I ate it, but one of the guys online said, "Hey, why don't you add some ketchup and just a dash of Worcestershire sauce?" And I did that, and oh my God, that was good.
Yeah, I'm
My
not a fan of. But see, the thing is, I don't like anything that gets the bread wet. I'm not a fan of wet bread.
Well, I did it, and then the next time I just made the toast and I ate it with the beans. You know how you
Dip them in. Yeah.
yeah.
And, and real quick, marinating your liver,
Uh-huh.
like a big thing is put your liver in milk overnight before you cook it.
Really?
And it takes a lot of that weird iron gamey flavor out of it.
Yes.
Huh.
Especially
My mother always marinated liver in milk. You'd come home from school, open the refrigerator, you'd see the liver marinating in milk and be like, oh, crap.
What's for dinner, Ma?
Bad News Bard says I put barbecue sauce or A1 on my mashed potatoes. 4 to 5 people in North Texas. I tried it. I love mashed potatoes with some A1 steak sauce in it. I agree with you. Never had it with barbecue sauce, but
Well,
usually it's like with steak or something.
My new sauce of choice is is I always loved Tabasco sauce as growing up, but
I
I've
know.
discovered Chipotle flavored Tabasco sauce.
Yeah,
I can put that on almost anything. It's
I love
so good.
Tabasco sauce. Tabasco sauce
But no, it's
and
the
Frank's Red
Chipotle
Hot.
flavor is so good. It's
I like
killer.
Louisiana hot sauce.
Bad News Bard says doesn't eat Worcestershire sauce because they have anchovies in it. Yeah, that's right. It does have anchovies in it. A lot of people don't know
So?
that. Well, it might be a fish allergy. People
Yeah.
gotta be really
Okay,
careful
yeah.
of that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I used to eat anchovies on crackers with my dad. Oh my!
I like sardines and such, but
yeah, sardines.
I like them in like little cans with the tomato sauce and the tomato sauce or
My-
hot
Oh
sauce.
my
You
God!
put them on
Yeah,
salt
My
crackers.
ex-girlfriend used to eat those, and the first time, what do you mean? They put them. Ugh.
Yeah, my dad eats sardines like candy. I mean, of course, he'll sit there and eat Hunan like candy. So yeah.
Chris says, Don, I hate Indian food. Tried it many times, but love Thai food. So they were different, but still respect. You know what? I think a lot of times with Indian food is it just depends. I think a lot of times where you have it at. Because I think a lot of times, and I'm not saying this is your case because you've had it at other places, Chris, but I'm saying, a lot of people think of, I've had curry before. What do you mean? My mom made it when I was a kid. Well, she went and bought that yellow curry powder, added it with some chicken and milk, and called it curry like my mom did until we started going and eating at Indian places like outside of Leeds where we lived at and everything, and learned that, there's like real Indian food that's like legit. Tabasco sauce, I agree. Bad News Bard says, Matt Sherman says, I put Cholula on most things. That's the sauce with the little wooden top on it, ain't it?
Yeah,
I think so.
That's, yeah.
I've tried that before. It's all right.
Cholula is too bland for my taste. I won't eat eggs without ketchup and Tabasco. And Bad News Bar says, I like spicy stuff too.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times though, it's just where you have it at because, there's like good Chinese and bad Chinese.
Yes.
True.
I'm trying to think. I think it's China House up here in Lansing has really good Chinese.
I'm really not a fan of Chinese food or any third world country food because
Yeah,
they tend to dive into the vegetable thing, and I'm not in.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're not into vegetables. See, I love fresh vegetables. Just
I eat lettuce.
oh no, I love broccoli and green beans. And,
grilled
Yeah, and you've got Yin Hai for the Chinese food down there in Marshall, down where you're at.
me?
Yeah, because you're if you're in Battle Creek, if you go over to Marshall, they got Yin Hai, and that's like
That's
really
the
good
place
Chinese.
that me and you used to go to get the fried rice. Isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Love fried
Oh, their stuff's great.
See, me and my wife, we go to Kalamazoo, and there's a good Chinese restaurant in Kalamazoo called Hunan Gardens.
Oh,
And-
my dad loves that.
Yep. And then in Jackson, they have Yang King, which is like these are legit Chinese. You go
Oh
in
yeah.
and you can say, I don't want the American menu. I want the Chinese menu.
Oh yeah. Their eyes
Oh,
just
nice.
light right up when you do that.
Oh, excuse me. Thank you, Steph. Yeah, I know Taco Bell is not real Mexican food, but come out to Oklahoma and New Mexico, you get a lot of good Tex-Mex. But she trained me. Went to New Mexico, and the first time we walk in the restaurants, remember, if you want chili or something like that, ask them how hot it is today. I mean, you mean outside? No, the food.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing about Indian food. You got to be careful, like when you go get chicken vindaloo,
Uh-huh.
because when you go to the Indian place in Kalamazoo and order chicken vindaloo, they look at you and they go, okay, let's explain something. You are aware it's hot, and you'll say, oh, I love hot and spicy food. They're like, no, you don't understand. This is hot, Indian hot, not American hot. I'm not trying to be rude, because Indian hot will light your freaking ass on fire. I mean,
Oh,
it
yes.
is.
Well, they did that with my dad when he went to, I don't remember which restaurant it was, but they went in there and he says, yeah, I want the Hunan. She goes, it's hot. He says, I hope it is. She says, okay. And she comes back about a half an hour later. So is it hot enough for you? He says, it could be a little warmer, but it's pretty good. And she's just, what?
Yeah, a lot of people can eat that really. Before I lost all my weight, I could eat really spicy. I loved hot food. Now I like it hot and spicy, but not crazy. I kind of have my limit. But see, food again, very popular topic. Czech gets lively. Everybody gets lively. So,
Turkish coffee. Anybody here drink Turkish coffee?
I love Turkish coffee. Are you joking? Oh my God. All the time in Middle East. That's not even considered that's like standard Middle Eastern coffee too.
Yeah.
Real strong. In India, they put cardamom in it.
Oh,
They
nice.
brew it with a
Really?
little bit of cardamom. Yep, they put a little bit of cardamom. They brew it with.
That
It's
sounds
very
good.
nice. It is good. Very. That's my wife loves the coffee at the local Indian place because they put the cardamom in the coffee. It's just
Yeah.
they take
Nice.
cardamom seeds and they simmer it with the coffee.
My first experience with Turkish coffee, I was visiting a friend of mine named Nick, who was from Lebanon, and his mother happened to be there. And so, she's doing the hostess thing, and she was, I showed up and she was making coffee. And they're like, "Do you want a cup of coffee?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure, I love coffee." And they're like, "No, it's very strong." And I'm like, "Oh no, I drink a lot of coffee." And so they gave it to me, and I saw his mother watching, peeking from the kitchen to see if I really drank it.
Mhm.
And so I knew I was on. You knew you have to perform. So I take it, do one sip, and then poured it down and said, "Oh, that was great. Can I have another?" Freaked her out.
Well, because that's the thing. People don't realize how strong coffee is in the Middle East.
Well, when I
mean-
left the house, because I poured the second one down just to because I got to perform. And when I left the house, I couldn't drive the car. I pulled over out of sight of their house and made my friend drive my car.
Oh yeah,
Because I was like,
that's fire. Yeah, it's like it's a nice, thick, heavy coffee.
Is
I
it
love
like
it.
super espresso or something?
It's espresso on steroids.
Oh wow!
It's like
Absolutely.
a heavy broth of a coffee.
Wow!
Yeah, really, really, but it's really good.
I wish I could get more into coffee. I don't drink it very often.
Things and Stuff has a question. What food fits the theme for each RPG? For example, sci-fi, Western, fantasy. I think
Well-
it just has to do with whatever.
Yeah, I don't think there is a
We
theme
can
you could
relate
have for
that
that.
to back to gaming, which is what I like.
Finger food that won't mess up the dice with
Yes.
keto.
Well,
dice.
Fantasy, buffalo wings. I don't know.
Western would be, I think,
Chili.
Quesadilla.
people get
Chili.
chili, or like some people like. I like it this way: is you take baked beans and you bake it with meat in it,
That
like ground
too.
beef.
Mm-hmm.
A good set of baked beans with ground beef mixed in with it, and you bake it for like a good hour or so or two. Big old plate of that with some bread. Oh yeah,
That's
Yeah.
Western theme right there. Yeah.
yep,
Exactly.
that's Western definitely.
Yeah.
Sci-fi, don't know really. I mean, sci-fi.
You know
is
what?
Tea, Earl Grey.
You know what I miss every year? We have the in here. They have the Oklahoma Cowboy Museum.
Ooh.
Mm.
The big cowboy museum. Every year they do a chuck wagon festival with a
Ooh.
chili competition.
Chuck wagon.
Nice.
And I've yet to. We always miss it. I don't know why, but every year it's like I want to try that chili, man. Let's go. You know.
Oh, I love those chuck wagons. I never get a chance to go out and enjoy those.
Yeah. But yeah.
Tang. They even make that still?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you can
they
still
do.
buy it.
Wow.
Yeah.
yes, they do.
I remember Tang when I was a kid,
You
man.
can still
Oh
get
yeah,
the
that was a big
furniture.
thing back then.
Freeze dried, astronaut ice cream for sci-fi, the
Mhm.
freeze dried ice
Yep.
cream, maybe.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
Honestly, I would just say finger food.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make a mess of things. with
Yep.
Dorito fingers or Cheetos fingers. That
Yep.
would
Yeah. That's the problem with gaming and Cheetos.
Yeah.
Hey, that's your character sheet. It's got all the Cheeto stuff on it. Yeah.
Use the cracker plate.
My character's orange.
But
Something like that.
but guys, it's 2:30.
Is it?
We should be scooting. But
Mhm.
you know what we ought to do? I think we ought to do a dedicated conspiracy show, yes, but also a dedicated food and gaming, talk about the different themes of gaming and what would go good with each theme, because everybody's different.
Mhm.
Like someone mentioned Doritos. I'm not going to have Doritos, but they do.
Mhm.
That's their, and I think it'd be interesting to kind of get other people's, take on food. Spaghetti for aliens. Yeah, sci-fi. Yeah,
Yeah, all right, I guess.
but but I appreciate it, guys, for being on. Sorry for being 30 minutes late. I had, like
That's
I said,
all right.
a video call, but
We had fun.
yep, we had fun.
Oh yeah.
So coming up this week, we have a gentleman from the Bad Mood Bards will be on the Vlog of Many Things, and then we're going to be talking about other topics coming up in the
Hey,
next
can
coming
you,
weeks.
before we go, can you throw my GoFundMe link up there?
Yes, I can. Hold on one
Thank you,
second.
sir.
All right.
I'm still there, folks.
Did you
Yeah.
say buy Glenn's book?
Yes, we did.
Yep,
We
got that already. Yep.
Yeah,
Hold
we
on a
got-
minute.
and I say at the end, buy Steve's books
Hold
and
on a
Tom's, I
second.
guess. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. This is wow. This is a
Oh.
long link. I gotta get that short linker. That
Sorry about that.
you're fine. Hold on one second.
Oh, speaking of food and gaming, I still remember that that one game over at my friend's house I told you guys about before, where he wasn't eating properly, so she sat us down to while we were gaming and gave us that like 4-course meal and stuff. Like,
Oh,
There is his link.
yeah, we had a full dinner while we were in the middle of gaming, which was cool as heck.
Yeah.
I've seen people who do potlucks around gaming.
Yeah, heck yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fun. Potlucks, barbecue,
Potluck is a really
Yeah.
good thing for gaming because that
Oh,
way
heck
everybody contributes a little bit. Not one person has
Yeah.
a thing, and you never know what they bring. It's fun.
Yeah, you can sit at the
I-
table, roll dice, and eat.
I
Yeah.
once bought a 3-foot long
Thank
sub roll because my company baked them, and so you're getting it on the employee discount. And then I made a 3-foot long sandwich for my D&D group. Just pounds and pounds of cheese and meat in there, and a smattering of lettuce, and condiments on the side. You add mayo or mayonnaise to your liking, and we just cut that up, and the 5 of us sat around the table munching on this
No
killer
doubt.
sandwich, and that was a big hit.
Wow.
It was definitely a step up from 2 bags of Doritos at the gaming
Yep.
table.
I did shows for the Opry House out in San Jose, which is melodramas and stuff. And whenever the new show moved in and we had to be there, the producers would go to like Togo's and get like a 6-foot meatball sandwich.
Nice.
Cut it up, and it's like, oh man, this is great.
I could put away meatballs.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I love meatballs.
we got
But-
Firehouse out here. So
Yep. But there is Glenn's link in the
Thank
chat for his GoFundMe. But we should get going because I got to get scooting myself. So,
Yeah.
gentlemen,
I gotta
thank
go
you for coming
run
on.
again.
Yep. Tom's or Glenn's got to go have a burger and run a game. Steve and Tom, Glenn, thank you for coming on. Everybody, thanks for being in chat.
Thanks, folks.
And
Goodbye.
we'll be here Thursday. See you guys
Oh,
then.
yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Oh yeah.